Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Columbus Blue Jackets. Yes, we are back here again. 26-13-2 we are going in the 2018-19 season. We are 2 points behind first place Pittsburgh in our division. We are playing pretty well. We've been struggling with injuries for the majority of the season, but it looks like we're playing okay. So my plan for this episode, very similar to most of the episodes at this point in the season, get to the trade deadline, see if there's any offers, see if there's anybody we want to actually pick up, and then see if we can make the playoffs. We start with a home game against the Washington Capitals. We start with a 3-2 overtime win as well. Nudavara is back to play in the next game. I'm not sure if I need him though. I might sit him out because he's an 81. You've got Mike Weber playing anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll sit him out. An away game against Carolina. We lose 1-0 considering we lost 7-6 in overtime last time. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh, good. Mr. Broken Nose is back. Managed to break his nose twice. Twice last episode. One just before Christmas, and then one just after Christmas. It's bloody ridiculous. Don't break your nose again, Savard. Right, an away game against Chicago. We lose 4-0, okay? We haven't scored a goal in 2 games, lads. Where's the offense gone? An away game against Nashville. We lose 5-2. Why are we losing all these games? Home game against New Jersey, we lose 3-0. An away game against Toronto, we lose 3-2 in a shootout. Why are we losing all of these games? Our defence is completely back to how it was. Hetherington's been injured with a mild concussion. An away game against the Rangers, a 4-1 win. Good. I don't want any more of these shitty losses. An away game against the Flyers. We've dominated the Flyers so far this season and we lose 4-2. Why did I jinx it? Then a 3-2 home win against the Detroit Red Wings. Good. An away game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's see. Tampa Bay Lightning lose 2-1. Okay, this is not good. We're playing at least... Well, we're playing... If we're lucky, 500 hockey at the moment. That's not good enough, boys. Well, scout forwards in the USA for 2 weeks. 4-3 shootout loss against the Canucks. Right, I went best line, see if that sorts the situation out. 5-2 win against the Devils, okay. Home game against the Habs. We win 3-1. Okay, well, I'm going to stick with best lines for the time being then. Against the Calgary Flames, we win 5-1. Okay, so since we went best lines, we've only allowed 4 goals in 3 games, and we've scored 13. 13-4 in our last 3 games. I'll take it. That's pretty decent. An away game against the Habs. The Habs are currently going 27-4, and we win 4-3. An away game against the Penguins. What's going to happen? I don't know. It's not going to tell us. Right, we'll go scout defenseman for 2 weeks in USA as well. We lose 5-1 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Pittsburgh are starting to get quite a large lead on us, considering we went on that massive loss streak. Overtime 2-1 win against the Capitals at the Verizon Center. Nice. Boone Jen is injured. That is a massive pain in the ass. We'll replace the player for the time being. Home game 3-1 win against the San Jose Sharks. At Winnipeg, a 5-4 win. Good. We're starting to get some more wins again. Against Pittsburgh, who have got 41 wins on the season already. We lose 4-3. Fuck's sake. Trade deadline's looming. Home game against the New York Rangers, and we get a shootout win. So, just looking at this team, we are on 78 points. We are 5 points above the next place. It looks like we're going to make the playoffs, judging by this season. 37, 21, and 4 so far. Don't think we're going to win our division, though, which is fine. That's not a problem. Now we just need to look at our team. I want to see if there's anybody out there. It's the trade deadline. We've got assets that we can trade away. So we've got Assad. I would love to have an 88 rated first line winger. I mean, that would just help it out perfectly, because then Dullarose could come out of the lineup. Hinostrosa and Milano could play 4th line time. Bjorkstrand could play 3rd line time. Foligno could play 2nd line time. Lyndon Vase currently playing in place of Thingamabob. Well, no, best lines are working like that for the time being, so we'll leave it as it is like that. Who scratched for us? Nudavara, Boone Jenner because of injury, and Mike Weber. So, we're going to try and find ourselves a 88, at least, right winger. He's going to cost a lot to pick up. I may need to give away a lot for him, but we need to have a look. So, right wingers. I assume there's Corey Perry on this team. Corey Perry, 92, 33 years old. I'd rather not, because 1, he's old, and 2, he's still got loads of trade value. Anthony Duclair for the Arizona Coyotes. Pasternak for the Boston Bruins. We have Sam Reinhart, Kyle Poso, and Alexander Nylander for the Buffalo Sabres. That would be nice, but I doubt we're going to be able to get enough to pick them up. Elias Lindholm, he's only 86, so I'd rather not. The Calgary Flames, Michael Frolik, I'd rather not. The Chicago Blackhawks, they have Patrick Kane. I would, but I'd rather not. Colorado, they've got nobody. The Dallas Stars, they've got Patrick Hornqvist. He could be a decent pickup. How much is he getting paid? $6 million. $6 million is a bit too much for my liking. Gustav Nyquist. Oh, how much is he being paid? $4 million, but he's only got a year left of his contract. I'd need to give up a big contract guy in exchange for Gustav Nyquist. But that could be a decent pickup. I'm going to keep tabs on Gustav Nyquist. Jesse Puljujarvi. 86 at 20. Oh, that would be a good pickup. That would be great. He's only got 1 year left of that contract. He would be getting a massive extension, but it could be on mostly our terms. So the big smile Puljujarvi you might need to go for. Tyler Toffoli, 88 at 26. He's not got too much trade value. He looks like he's going to sit at an 88. Sorry, not 86, 88. The Habs, they've got Gallagher, 87 overall. Michael McCarron at 85 overall, but I don't really need an 85 now, do I? I need an 88. Kyle Palmieri. So Gustav Nyquist and Puljujarvi are my two choices. James Neal, he's got quite a lot of trade value for a 31-year-old, though. Brock Nelson, he's only 86. I mean, an 86 would be fine, but I prefer to get higher. Matt Zuccarello, 31 years old. He's got 1 year left of his $4.5 million contract. 88 overall for Matt Zuccarello. I mean, he'll probably drop because of what's it called? You know what it's called. Morale. That's the one. Bobby Ryan. No, those two are getting massively overpaid for my liking. Jacob Voracek, Wayne Simmons, and Braden Shen. Wow, they've got 3 right wingers. Oh, Wayne Simmons has a really team-friendly contract. Just under $4 million for a 30-year-old who's 88 overall. I mean, I'd love to go for Shen because he's only 27. Let's try and go for Shen. Okay, so we're going to try and go for Braden Shen. We're going to need to give something up here. I don't really want to give up Foligno, but we might have to. So draft picks, we'll definitely chuck in a first-round pick from this year's draft. It's not going to be enough. So what skaters are matching the block for them? We've got Savard, Boone Jenner, Ryan Murray, Truber, Bjorkstrand, Milano. Wenberg might be a choice. Melker Karlsson, we could add him to the list if you wish. We'll just about have enough salary cap space with this. Okay, so we'll try this. So, our first round pick of this year's draft and Melker Karlsson for Braden Shen. Will that go through? No, it won't. I didn't think it would, but I thought I'd test the water. Can I chuck in a second round from next year? That might just sweeten the deal enough. I'm not sure. It looks relatively equal to me. I'm trying to measure out to see the sizes of them, and it looks like it's pretty much equal. So, Columbus, our first round pick from this year, and a second round pick from next year, and Melker Karlsson, who's been stuck in the minors for ages, for Braden Shen. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay. Right, let's keep looking, just to make sure. I doubt Pittsburgh will want to trade anybody to us, considering we are trying to catch them up. Phil Kessel, he's the only guy available there. San Jose, you've got Pavelski, but he's getting old. Mikhail Bodka, he could be a decent pickup, 87 at 29. Tarasenko, I don't think we're going to be able to pick him up, considering he's got full trade value. Nikita Kucherov, 88 at 25. Not too bad. He's someone we could keep tabs on. Cam Atkinson went to the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's an 87 overall there. Look at him. Ooh, I'm Cam Atkinson. Vertanen, 86 at 22. That's pretty decent. Blake Wheeler. Oh, Patrick Laine. I don't think we're going to be able to pick up Laine. I'd love to have him on the team, but I doubt that we're going to pick him up. TJ Oshie. Nikolai Ehlers. Wow. 87 at 23. And he's got that trade value. Yes. Yes, Nikolai Ehlers. So if we take out our second round pick from next year. Okay, so we're going to try and go Nikolai Ehlers, who's 87 at 23 years old. He still has 4 more years of growth, and he is a medium elite. He could potentially be a 90, or he's a low elite, sorry. He's got a 40-point season this year. That would be brilliant if we could stick him on the first line. So we'd have an 87 again and an 86. So we'd have 88, 90, 87, then 87, 87, 86 on the second line. That would very much patch up our top six, I think, or it would help improve it. And then Ehlers, if he improves for next year, he could be an 88, maybe an 89 by next year, which would be absolutely amazing. So a first round pick and Melker Karlsson for Nikolai Ehlers. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay, let's try and chuck in a guy that they actually want. Because we've got the salary cap space for it. Let's just try and chuck in a guy that we're not looking like we're going to pick up. Sean Bergenheim, I want to keep him on the team for now. Scott Harrington, he could always go. I'd rather not send him away, but we could do. Hoki Haraju, 67 at 19, nah. Siebenala, 72 at 23 years old. So we'll add in Siebenala, Karlsson, and our first round pick of this year's draft for Nikolai Ehlers. Will that go through? No, it won't. Fudge! Why? I'm giving up far too much for Ehlers. And then I'll chuck in a third round pick from next year. So, first round from this year, third round from next year, Melker Karlsson and Siebenala for Nikolai Ehlers. Will that go through? What are you doing? Right, let's chuck in a second from next year then. This is the final thing that I'm doing for Nikolai Ehlers with this type thing. If this doesn't go through, then I'm going to find somebody else. So a first round pick, second round pick from next year, because we're giving away our first round pick from this year, we'll have 2 seconds. So that's not quite a first round pick, but we could get 2 decent guys anyway. For Karlsson and Siebenala for Nikolai Ehlers. Will that go through? What? Winnipeg, you're full of crap. Right, instead of Melker Karlsson, let's chuck in Scott Harrington. I don't think he has as much trade value, but maybe chuck in... Do we have a right winger that we can chuck in as well? I mean, I don't really want to, but who have we got? They're only interested in prospects. They're interested in Lavo. Okay, we'll chuck in Lavo as well. So, Harrington, Lavo, Siebenala, a first round pick and a second round pick from next year, the second round pick. Will that go through? Oh my god. Right, we'll take away the second round pick. Is there any other skaters matching the block that aren't actually playing on the team? We'll get this. Who is this guy? He was a third round pick in 2017. Chuck him in there as well. So, 4 prospects and a first round pick for Nikolai Ehlers. Will that go through? Right, okay, Nikolai Ehlers, you are completely out of the question. Get lost. Like, for goodness sake. I just need to find a decent right winger. Andrei Burakovsky. Leo Komarov went to the Capitals instead. Okay. Barber, he's 78 at 25, but he's not very happy to be there. So, Nikolai Ehlers would have been a good choice. What about the other players on Winnipeg's? They must be able to give one of them up. They've got Wheeler. Well, Wheeler is on the trade block, but he's got far too much trade value for me. We could... TJ Oshie, he's not very good. Patrick Laine would be awesome. I really want Nikolai Ehlers now. Oh, it's really pissed me off. Right, so who else was there? Virtanen, he was 86 at 22 as a medium top 6 forward. He's got 2 years left on his contract. Right, we'll go for Jake Virtanen. Get another 86 overall on that top line instead of an 84. It's only a small difference, but I think it will help. We should be able to chuck in the Montreal Canadiens second round pick. So we'll chuck in a second round pick from next year. And then, who are the skaters matching the block for you? Zadina, who's 57 at 19 years old. He's not going to grow, is he? This jokey thingy guy. And anybody else that you're interested in? Sonny Milano? Nope. Sean Bergenheim, Nudavaris, Siebenala. Right, so we'll go. Second round pick from next year's draft. Yoki Haraju and Siebenala for Jake Virtanen. Will that go through? Oh my god! Jesus Christ, I hate this game. Right, we'll get Steve Ott as well. So there's something that you want in that trade. Moran, 70 at 20 years old. He's not really doing that good, is he? 2017 first round pick by us, though, so I don't really want to get rid of him now. If we add in 65 at 20 Agon, will that go through? Okay, wait, what did it say? You're not offering Vancouver... Right, okay, so if we take out Take out these two. Let's just chuck in a first round pick from next year. Because what's our first round pick is worth more this year, but if we chuck in a first round pick instead, we should definitely do this. So, we can get rid of Steve Ott then. Actually, let's just try it. Our first round pick for Jake Virtanen. Will that go through? Okay, well there you go then. So our first overall pick from the next year's draft for Jake Virtanen. So welcome to the Columbus Blue Jackets, Jake Virtanen. We lost our first round pick from next year for you, so make sure you're decent. Make sure you actually do well on this team. Boone Jenner is out for 6 days, which is a shame, but Virtanen, if we just go best lines here, Virtanen should be on the team. He's at an 85 now. Okay, that's a bit of a pain in the arse, but what can you do? Eventually it's going to get De La Rose down there. We were having De La Rose was being replaced by somebody, and that was Lyndon Vay, wasn't it, at that time? Yes, Lyndon Vay. Oh no, wait, Alexander Wenberg. Oh, Lyndon Vay's already on the team, right? Okay. So swap you there. Dubois, you can play on the third line now. Bjorkstrand, you're a scoring... Actually, no. No. Wait. Hinostrosa, you're scoring. Right, okay, so if we go like so, and then Bergenheim, if you go there. So now our third line should be a scoring line. Bjorkstrand, Dubois, and Hinostrosa. Okay, that should be better. So we've got Brown and Saad, McKinnon, Virtanen, Lyndon Vay, who will be Boone Jenner at some point, Dubinsky, Foligno, Hinostrosa, Dubois, Bjorkstrand, Bergenheim, Wenberg, Milano. Then Savard, Jones, Murray, Trouba, Werenski, Hetherington. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better about that now. Hopefully Virtanen can keep growing. He is only 22. I need him to keep growing for us. Hopefully he'll be an 87 by playoffs, maybe, like because of the other stuff. Right, so let's go to the end of the season. We start with a home game against the Washington Capitals. Beat them in 7 games last year in the first round of the playoffs. And we win 1-0. Good. I like that. That's a good, clean win, that is. It's a bit tense, but a good, clean win nonetheless. We'll scout goalies in the O for 2 weeks, I guess. Home game against Nashville. Boone Jenner's back. So if we go to roster moves, we'll send down Mike Weber, maybe. Because we've got... Oh, wow. Melker Karlsson's up at an 84 down here. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I should bring him up then. We want to go worst players on the list now, don't we? De La Rose. Right, Mike Weber. You're going down, my friend. I hope. Yep, okay, so he's still on the team there. I believe. I assume. No. Yep, yes he is. Okay, so Mike Weber is still there. He's down at a 79 though. Right, an overtime loss against the Nashville Predators. We get a point though. Every point is important at this moment in the season. We're going 38, 21 and 5, which isn't actually too bad. An away game against the Anaheim Ducks, we lose 4-1. Got to stop losing, guys. Virtanen's return to Vancouver in an away game. Yeah, he goes back to Vancouver. Sean Bergenheim's injured, will replace the player. Harrington's back, he can best line. So an away game against Vancouver, we lose 4-3. Stop losing games, boys! Good, thank you, Calgary, giving us a 4-1 win. Home game against St. Louis, we'll go best lines again. Home game against St. Louis, a 3-0 win. 1 goal allowed in the last 2 games. Sonny Milano's been injured. We've got enough players to be able to swap around and things. 5-3 win against the Jets. Ehlers, you should have joined the winning team, boy. Yeah. Away game against Boston, a 4-3 win. So we're on a 4-game win streak now. Perfect, lads. Let's scout goalies in the queue for 2 weeks as well. Sonny Milano's back in the lineup. Wonderful. Home game against the LA Kings. We were going 36, 27 and 8. And we win 3-0. Nice. 2 straight shutouts on a Tuesday. Tuesday shutout day. 3-0 loss against the Islanders. Okay, that's our first loss in 2 weeks. I'll take it. We're going 43, 24 and 5. A home game, and we shut them out. So we have had 2 shutouts in a week. A 5-4 shootout loss against the St. Louis Blues. Brandon Saad's been injured. That's kind of shit. A 4-3 win against the Minnesota Wild in Minnesota. An away game against the Edmonton Oilers. Fuck, Savard has been injured. That's bollocks. 6-1 loss against the Edmonton Oilers. An away game against the Islanders. Another scouting assignment. We'll scout goalies in the W for 1 week because there's only one of them. David Savard is back. Perfect. 5-1 win against the Islanders. We can have a 50-win season here if we keep going. An away game against Buffalo, we win. A home game against Pittsburgh, we've caught up with them. An overtime win. Oh my god, we might actually get first place in the division. We managed to catch up with Pittsburgh. Nice. An away game against Detroit. Come on, 2 more wins. Let's have a 50-win season here. Against Detroit, we win 2-1. A home game against Ottawa. Oh, Korpisalo's been injured and he won't be back till April 27th. Oh, Korpisalo, right when I need you for the playoffs, you get yourself injured. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, come on, Korpisalo. You're a disgrace. Right, we'll scout forwards in Russia for 3 weeks. Fuck's sake. 3-1 loss against the Senators and a 5-2 loss against the Carolina Hurricanes. So we finished the season with 49 wins. Nice, that's pretty decent. We managed to get 104 points. Nice, that's pretty decent. Wow. So 104 points for the Columbus Blue Jackets, 3 points above third place. Wow, the top 3 teams in the division really were the top 3 teams in the division. There was a 25-point difference between third and fourth in our division. That is amazing. Wow, we had a good season there. I need to see how well our players did. So, the regular season has ended. Like to be within $1.5 million of the player's salary budget that I set. Good. And we are up against Washington again for the first round of the playoffs. There we go. So, 67 points in 82 games, I believe, for Nathan McKinnon. Not too bad at all. 57 for Dubinsky. Vertanen finishes with a 55-point year. Good to see. Brandon Saad, 51 points. Boone Jenner, 51 points. Seth Jones, a 50-point year. Bjorkstrand, almost a 50-point year, and he's up at an 85. Foligno, a 45-point year. Wenberg, 34. Hinostroza, 34 points. Ryan Murray, 33. Bergenheim, 28. Savard, 23. Lyndon Vey, 21 points. I'm happy with that. So Milano Dubois finished with 16 points. I'm not very happy with that, though. Nudavara gets 5 points. Wow, Trouba's on minus 13 on the year. Savard is a plus 19. I mean, he was obviously playing when the team was playing very well. So where did we place in the league by the end of the year? We weren't first. We were third place in the entire NHL. The San Jose Sharks with a 10-point lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins in the league. Jesus. The Vancouver Canucks also made the playoffs, so they didn't really need Vertanen that much. It's a good thing we picked him up, though. Went on a good run at the end of the season. Let's just double check here. So Korpisalo is out for 2 weeks and Brandon Saad is out for 4 weeks. So we're missing our first line winger. Brilliant. Dubinsky's playing at an 88. Right, so we've got 3 85s here on the wing. Got an 80 in De La Rose. I don't know why. Let's just look at who's scratched now. We have Wenberg scratched. I'd rather have him than De La Rose in the lineup, personally. Play Vey on the wing. Yeah, this team isn't looking very strong without Brandon Saad, especially the top 6. Hinostroza's trying to play there. We'll get Milano up there for now. Foligno, you're a second-line forward. Vertanen, you're a second-line forward. Bjorkstrand, you're a third-line scoring forward. So we'll stick Foligno up on the first line, have Bjorkstrand make a third-line scoring line with these guys. Then Bergenheim, Wenberg, Vey there. And then if we have just like so. There we go. Right, that's going to be our lineup. And then we've got Merzlinkins playing goaltender for us at 85 overall. Right, so we start our playoffs next episode against the Washington Capitals. They went 46-27-9. We went 49-27-6. So let's just hold a team meeting before we end the episode. And we managed to win our first franchise playoff series last year. Let's go further than that this time, boys. I feel we can do it. This team is pretty strong. Once we get Saad and Korpisalo back, hopefully we should be able to... All we've got to do is basically survive the first round. If we survive the first round, we get Korpisalo back. If we survive the second round, we get Brandon Saad back, which will be great for the long term, especially going into those later rounds where we'll need those guys. So yes, I'm going to end this episode here, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.